So we've come up to the river section just to get away from the open flat areas, to try some of the steeper banks and some of the structure sitting on the steeper banks. It's a little bit later in the afternoon, so the water's warmed up a little bit against the bank. So yeah, it's paid off. Once again, the 4-inch dinger in a bream color doing the job. I'd like to just take you through the two setups that we use for that I use for the 4-inch and the 5-inch Senkos. So the 4-inch, I like the lighter setup with lighter line and also a slightly lighter action rod. And the reason for this is to get a little bit extra distance. I've got a 741 raw medium rod here. Gives me a little bit of extra distance when I need to make those longer casts. And that is for the clearer water, and also when you can see the fish cruising and they're very skittish, you need to make those longer casts. Other thing is what makes it very versatile is the 10-pound gamma line that I'm using. It's thin enough to make those long casts, but it's also strong enough to pull those fish out of situations where you hook them in lilies, grass and other structure. It's a very strong line. I wouldn't use anything other than that. 8-pound, 10-pound gamma you can get away with a 4-inch Senko. With the 5-inch Senkos, you just step it up one gear. Similar reel, something that gives you nice distance. Slightly heavier action rod. As I find with the 5-inch Senko, you need a bit more backbone to set that hook. Your 5-inch Senko's body is a bit thicker, and also the whole bait is a little bit bigger. So you need a little bit more backbone to set that hook. In this case, I've got a 7-foot Akuma Serrano, medium heavy. It's got a lovely action for the Senkos. And I've also paired it with the SLX Shimano, gives me good distance, got a very nice drag. And in this case, I'm using 12-pound gamma, and I'm pitching it into the brush and the trees that have been flooded on the banks, and I can pull the fish out of that with a 12-pound gamma. I wouldn't try any other 12-pound line, but with gamma, the abrasion resistance and the strength, you can do that. So the two setups for the 4-inch Senko, something with a lighter tip, a medium action, a little bit of a longer rod for distance, 8 or 10-pound line, and then with a 5-inch Senko, something with a bit more backbone, a medium heavy rod, 12-pound line at least, and then also a reel that can give you some good distance. Those are the two setups.